Landing on an aircraft carrier is one of the most dangerous operations in military aviation. The fighter jet you are seeing here gradually drifted away from its proper descent path. It slammed into the edge of the carrier and nearly broke apart. This is the cockpit section that was thrown onto the deck, immediately engulfed in flames. You might think the pilot inside had no chance of survival, but the truth was unexpected. Thanks to the rapid response of the deck crew, the fire was quickly extinguished and the pilot was successfully rescued. Just 6 months later, the same pilot returned to active combat duty. Today, under standard aircraft carrier operating procedures, the pilot gradually approaches the deck before instantly pushing the throttle to maximum power. If the aircraft's tailhook successfully catches one of the 4 arresting wires, the aircraft comes to a rapid stop. But if the hook misses the wires, maximum throttle provides enough thrust for the aircraft to take off again along the angled flight deck. This maneuver is called a bolter. The pilot will then circle around and attempt another landing. However, during the early days of aircraft carriers, this procedure was impossible. Aircraft carriers at the time used traditional straight-flight deck designs instead of modern angled decks. This meant that pilots had to land directly in front of parked aircraft, with almost no margin for error. To solve this problem, engineers installed emergency barricades at the end of the flight deck. The barricade stood about 1 meter high and was constructed using heavy steel cables. If a fighter aircraft failed to stop within the designated landing distance, the barricade could prevent it from crashing into other parked aircraft. Of course, after hitting the barricade, the aircraft was often severely damaged and sometimes even caught fire. Flight deck personnel could also be injured by snapping steel cables, as shown in this footage. It is also important to note that barricades did not always work. In some cases, fighter aircraft still slid off the deck and fell into the ocean. Because of this, a better solution became necessary. Today, the old cable barricade system has largely been replaced. Modern systems work more like a giant safety net. They use multiple arresting straps mounted within a large barrier structure around 6 meters high. When the aircraft enters the net, the system absorbs its kinetic energy, bringing the aircraft to a stop. In most situations, the barricade net remains folded away and is only deployed during emergencies. For example, when a fighter jet suffers a tailhook failure or landing gear malfunction, well-trained deck crews can fully deploy the barricade system in about 3 minutes. After a successful emergency stop, the net and securing equipment are usually discarded and replaced. Although fighter landing failures are rare, they still happen from time to time. That is why all United States aircraft carriers continue to carry emergency barricade systems. Even though these emergency landings are extremely stressful for pilots and often cause severe damage to the aircraft, they are still far better than losing both the aircraft and the pilot at sea. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more military aviation stories and technology breakdowns. See you in the next video.